Hello everyone, The Nerdy Steve here, and today we will be featuring a green-white angel collected company deck in Explorer. A link to the deck list is in the description below. I'm going to talk about the general game plan, some of the specific cards, and a little bit about the sideboard, and then we'll play a couple of matches. So, let's go. This deck is a very highly synergistic tribal deck. Okay, and you want to keep that in mind because this is a very, very aggressive strategy, and the longer the game goes, the less likely you're going to win. So not to say that it doesn't have potential to win long games, but this is a very, very highly aggressive deck. So we have two kind of parts to this deck. We have a life gain theme with Lunarch Veteran, Speaker of the Heavens, and Bishop of Wings, and Righteous Valkyrie, and Resplendent Angel. I know I just said a lot of cards. Sorry. Well, and also Ajani. So, all these cards either gain you life with Lunarch Veteran or become much more powerful when you're above a certain threshold. So, Speaker of the Heavens, once you're at more than 27 life, you can start creating a 4/4 every turn. Bishop of Wings is just going to gain you life and gets you to that threshold much more quickly. And Righteous Valkyrie is, once you're at 27 life, all your creatures get +2/+2, right? And so, and then we have Resplendent Angel, which at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 5 or more life that turn, you create a 4/4 Angel. And what you're going to see or do here is you're going to cast a bunch of angels or collected company multiples, maybe multiple at the same time, and you can go from like 10 to 40 life with one company, and you just now have a ton of really, really huge angels that are flying, and that your opponent, besides having a board wipe, is going to have a very, very difficult time keeping up with you. We also have Giada and Youthful Valkyrie, which will help you get those really, really big angels. Let's say if you don't have a Righteous Valkyrie. So there is that kind of synergy there, is that you're going to be getting big angels regardless of kind of the combination that you get. Giada has the really, really cool ability to just, if you Giada on turn 2, turn 3, an Inspiring Overseer, which is a very, very kind of like underwhelming card in like theory. A 3/2 that draws you a card is pretty great. Righteous Valkyrie becoming a 3/5 out of the gates removes it from a lot of potential removal opportunities your opponent could have to interact with it. It's no longer able to get got from a Chandra or 2 Bone Crushers, right? So the 5 toughness is really, really important with Giada. But then once you have multiple angels out, Giada just makes everything so huge. And if you ever Giada with a collected company, again, your angels are going to be absolutely groundbreakingly or air-breakingly large that your opponent's going to have a very, very hard time keeping up with. And then we also have Ajani here as kind of a reset valve. You can play and then just exile your opponent's field, basically, and then win that way. And so the deck, like I said, it's a very, very aggressive deck, and you should play as such. The longer the game goes, your opponent's going to be able to find the removal or board wipes to really mess up all of your synergy, right? If your creatures aren't synergizing together, and by that is all these creatures synergize, you just need multiple of them, you're going to be losing. And so you want to try and press your opponent and understand that you just need to build up your board, otherwise you will lose. And I keep on saying that because it's very, very important. I think people tend to play this type of deck a little more passively than they should, and you really, really need to be an aggressive strategy here. You're gaining lots of life versus other aggressive decks, So you can attack, and if they attack back, oh well, you're still at 30 life, right? You know, and I think you should play into that. And the sideboard here is going to help in certain matchups. So we have Masked Vandal, which is an angel, but that's a way of exiling problematic artifacts and enchantments. We have Reidane. Reidane is really, really good against maybe a Mayhem Devil deck, because if you have Valkyrie out, your opponent's not going to be able to ping your things. And Reidane itself is good against certain control decks, because board wipes are a way for decks to really, really come back and even the playing field. And if your opponent needs an extra turn or two to cast maybe a Depopulate or a Shatter the Sky, you should have already killed them. Shalai is good against other pinpoint removal. Yasharn versus the various sacrifice decks. Again, removal, the Pithing Needle maybe against the control decks to stop Teferi and other problematic planeswalkers. Rest in peace for maybe the Greasefang or other graveyard-oriented decks. Heroic Intervention is a very, very good way against decks with mass removal to stop that. You can now hold up your Heroic Intervention, and your opponent's not going to be able to deal with your board. Then we have Lyra Dawnbringer, which is a really, really good card in very certain specific matchups, maybe like a really, really big aggro mirror or certain aggro decks, or even control decks. Just having a really huge 5/5 threat that dodges a lot of damage removal can be very, very good in certain situations. And with all of that, let's go play some matches. Okay, this seems like a pretty great hand. If we draw any angel after the Bishop of Wings, we'll be able to gain enough life to trigger the speaker. And if we draw a fourth land, we get the Collected Company, and we should be gaining life from that. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, and I probably didn't, but let me do that. But Bishop of Wings is also a way for you to come back a little after a board wipe, right? The 1/1 spirits, they are a little innocuous, but they do work sometimes. Make this appear, okay. So it looks like our opponent is a control deck of some sort. Maybe they're on Indomitable Creativity. Stable. I think we still need the bishop. Alright, I think they are on Indomitable, which Agent seems a little problematic for us. Specifically multiple agents. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Opponent is only at 13. There's potential we just get two really big flyers here. And they're probably going to counter this, right? Yeah. We were so close to activating. Now our opponent could just agent and copy agent, which would be absolutely terrible. What are they going to Indomitable Creativity? 3. Yeah, and then we just lose. Okay, that went bad. So let's... Do we like Ajani? You gain life. And do we like Reidane? Now it's hard to figure out how much of the removal and stuff we need. Or anti-removal tech. Because you don't want to side out too much. I think we can get rid of that. And also, maybe we just should have blocked with the Bishop of the Wings. We would have gained that life. And that would have been good. Or we would have been enough to make the Angels, but I was playing around maybe them having removal for it. But that just probably isn't how we win. I think we need to get rid of... We need to draw 2 lands, everyone. Which we can win. Or we can draw. Okay. Let's hope this is a good CoCo. No depopulate or anything? Please? Oh, a Wandering Emperor. Okay. I will take that win. Was not expecting that, but, you know. We can be happy. Play. Our opponent's going to play first. Okay. Again. CoCo is probably one of the few ways we can win this matchup, so I'm happy with that. We're gonna Giada. We'll attack here for 3. Now Righteous Valkyrie will be a 3/5 if they might kill Giada, or they're gonna make disappear. Okay. Good. Kind of afraid of a board wipe, so I don't want to make this speaker. And we need a untapped land. Discarding 2 cards. These speakers. Agent is gonna steal what? A Valkyrie? Alright. Let's see what we get here, everyone. We attack for that. Our creatures will become 3/3, so it won't die, I think, here. And then we create more angels post-combat. There we go. We're just at a casual 58 life. GG. That was fun. Okay. Beautiful. This hand is kind of hot. We will speaker. Then we get to bishop. Uh-oh, our opponent's white-blue. Alright, so it seems like they might be Bant angels, which could be a problem. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. On that. Okay, we're taking 5 here. Don't have another removal spell? Bishop? Okay. Now we're gaining a lot of life. Now we can attack there. So, we can attack what? with one, two, three. Yeah, let's just attack. We'll make them block, like, somewhere. Yeah, because this forces them to chump, I think. Alright, good. I have no idea what we want in the mirror, though. That seems very, very interesting. Like, is Shalai any good? I feel like we just want to stay on our plan. And I don't think Lyra Dawnbringer is like a mirror gonna do anything in the mirror. I could see maybe heroic interventioning here. That could help protect us, but do you know what? I feel like it just no. I think we just want everything else. But I could be wrong here. We do need CoCo, though. This hand is very, very tame. And we don't have any way to gain life to really help with the Resplendent Angel. But Giada will help, hopefully. Okay. Lifelink. So do we just Valkyrie into Valkyrie? And our opponent didn't have green last time, so they're definitely a Bant CoCo Angelist. Which we can't really do anything about now. And again, I don't know what we would sideboard differently. Apparition's not wonderful for us. But we definitely just go for the attack in the air. Oh, our opponent did have Lyra. So maybe it is good in the mirror. And our opponent now has the Giada, which is huge. What a great draw. Resplendent Angel and Resplendent Angel. I think that's good. GG. Well, thank you for watching me play some green-white Collected Company Angels. The deck was definitely very, very powerful. My biggest concern is, I think, in a metagame where blue-white control, or even more control decks, so Azorius or Dimir, the deck would have a lot more difficulty kind of going off. You kind of need a maximum, or not a maximum, a minimum number of creatures to start getting your combo going. And if your opponent is able to counter your Collected Company and have spot removal for maybe a Giada or a Righteous Valkyrie early on, you're kind of you kind of just have a bunch of 1/1s and 1/3s that are only dealing a couple damage a turn, and you can really fall behind very, very quickly. However, I think this deck does shine if you expect to play a lot of aggro matchups. Your creatures become really, really big very, very quickly. Because you're gaining life, you can also choose to not block and have favorable attacks and combat. And I think that is something where this deck will shine. So I'd recommend it. It was great, and who doesn't love gaining a lot of life and making a lot of angels and killing your opponent out of nowhere? But regardless, if you liked what you saw, it would really, really be helpful to me if you commented, liked, or subscribed to this video or channel. You could also watch me stream decks like this at twitch.tv/thenerdysteve. This deck was actually recommended by a viewer. So if you want to, just comment or whatever, and I might play a deck you want me to play. But regardless, everyone, have a wonderful morning, evening, and afternoon wherever you are, and thanks for watching. Bye.